The chaos surrounding Gervonta "Tank" Davis has once again shaken the world of boxing. And this time, it may be the final blow to his career's credibility. Just weeks before his highly anticipated fight with Jake Paul, Davis found himself in the headlines not for his punches in the ring, but for the allegations that could end his run as one of boxing's most marketable names. A civil lawsuit filed in Miami-Dade County accuses the WBA lightweight champion of serious misconduct, and the fallout has already sent shockwaves through both the boxing world and his business relationships. The timing couldn't be worse. With the fight just days away, this revelation threatens not just Davis's reputation, but the entire event scheduled to air on Netflix. According to official reports, the lawsuit filed against Davis details accusations of battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress by a woman identified as his ex-girlfriend. She alleges a pattern of physical and emotional abuse, claiming that Davis assaulted her on multiple occasions, including at a Miami nightclub earlier this year. These claims come on the heels of other troubling incidents throughout Davis's career: prior arrests, public altercations, and controversial videos that painted him as a man unable to control his temper outside the ring. The boxing community has seen this movie before, and for many, it's starting to feel like the same cycle on repeat. The new allegations have left Jake Paul's promotional company, Most Valuable Promotions, scrambling for answers. They've launched a formal investigation into the matter, issuing a statement confirming that they are reviewing the situation carefully. Internally, sources suggest that the company is already weighing backup plans in case the fight needs to be postponed or canceled altogether. Potential replacement opponents like Ryan Garcia, Terrence Crawford, and even Nate Diaz have been discussed, but contractual conflicts and timing issues have made those options difficult to lock in. For now, the November 14th event is hanging by a thread, with the shadow of Davis's legal troubles looming larger by the day. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather, the man who mentored Davis and helped guide him to stardom, has finally broken his silence. Known for being fiercely protective of his protégés, Mayweather's statement has been surprisingly cautious this time. Insiders suggest that even Mayweather, a master of controversy himself, understands the gravity of this situation. The legal and moral implications are too serious to brush aside, and the boxing world is waiting to see whether Mayweather will publicly stand by his former student or quietly distance himself as the investigations unfold. Davis's arrest paints a grim picture. Police records reveal that the alleged assault occurred when he went to pick up his children from his ex-girlfriend's home on Father's Day. What began as a verbal dispute, reportedly, turned violent when Davis struck her in the back of the head and slapped her in the face, leaving visible injuries. The woman's mother, who allegedly witnessed the altercation, even captured parts of it on her phone. Despite being questioned by reporters upon his release, Davis remained silent, using his shirt to shield his face as cameras flashed and questions were hurled at him. For longtime fans, this isn't new. Davis has been no stranger to controversy or courtroom appearances. Back in 2020, he was caught on video grabbing his ex-girlfriend by the throat at a charity basketball game. Later that same year, he was involved in a hit-and-run in Baltimore, where several people were injured. Though he avoided major jail time through plea deals, these repeated incidents have created an image of recklessness that he has struggled to shake. This time, however, the stakes are much higher. With Netflix involved, a multi-million-dollar contract on the line, and mainstream exposure at risk, the consequences could extend far beyond fines and probation. As this case unfolds, boxing insiders are voicing their frustrations. Many believe these constant scandals are tarnishing the sport's reputation, particularly when fighters accused of violent crimes against women continue to headline major events. British boxer Conor Benn was among the first to condemn Davis's behavior, saying he would never share the ring with someone accused of such acts. His words reflect a growing sentiment among fighters and fans alike that boxing's tolerance for controversy has gone too far. On the business side, Jake Paul and his team are trying to contain the fallout. Reports indicate that Most Valuable Promotions has already reached out to multiple camps to keep the show alive. The names being floated range from the serious to the sensational: Ryan Garcia, Terrence Crawford, even Francis Ngannou. But almost immediately, roadblocks appeared. Oscar De La Hoya, Garcia's promoter, publicly rejected the idea, explaining that Garcia is under contract with DAZN, while Paul's deal is with Netflix. The logistics simply don't align, and while Ngannou's name brings massive hype, he himself dismissed the idea, calling it unrealistic. Amid this chaos, fans are left confused and disappointed. The Davis-Paul matchup had been one of the most talked-about events of the year, a rare blend of boxing credibility and entertainment spectacle. But now, it's another case of a fighter's personal demons derailing what could have been a defining moment in his career. Many are beginning to question whether Davis can ever escape the cloud of scandal that follows him, or if he's doomed to become another cautionary tale in the long list of talented athletes undone by their own choices. It's worth noting that this isn't just about a fight being canceled. It's about the pattern that continues to define Gervonta Davis's career. Every time he seems poised for greatness, another controversy surfaces, usually tied to violence, ego, or impulse. Whether these incidents are mere coincidences or deeper signs of a destructive lifestyle, the result is the same: chaos, headlines, and lost opportunities. And while some loyal fans continue to defend him, claiming these allegations always surface before major bouts, others are losing patience. The narrative of innocent until proven guilty is wearing thin, especially when the same headlines repeat year after year. For Jake Paul, this entire situation is both a setback and an opportunity. On one hand, the delay disrupts his plans and promotional efforts. On the other, it gives him more leverage in shaping his next big fight, perhaps even against a more cooperative and less controversial opponent. Sources close to Paul's camp claim they are exploring moving the fight date to December to allow for a complete reshuffle and maintain momentum. But without Davis, the spectacle loses some of its spark. Love him or hate him, Gervonta "Tank" Davis is one of boxing's biggest draws. His name brings attention, for better or worse. As of now, the boxing world is caught in limbo. Davis's legal team is preparing for a long and public battle, Netflix has yet to make an official announcement about the fight's cancellation, and promoters are doing damage control behind closed doors. The media frenzy isn't slowing down either. Every detail, every past altercation, every moment of silence from Davis is being dissected for meaning. For some, it's déjà vu. For others, it's the beginning of the end. Floyd Mayweather, who once taught Davis how to master the art of being both a villain and a victor, might now be watching one of his most successful protégés crumble under the weight of his own controversies. If this is indeed the final act of Tank Davis's once promising career, it won't be remembered for his knockouts or championship belts, but for the fights he couldn't win, the ones outside the ring. The story of Gervonta Davis serves as a haunting reminder that talent can only carry someone so far when personal demons remain unchecked. No matter how skilled, how fast, or how powerful, the inability to master one's own behavior is a battle no athlete can afford to lose. What do you think? Should the fight between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis go on despite the controversy? Or should boxing draw the line and hold its stars accountable? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the stories shaping the fight world today.